Alright, you're right. Everybody come along. It's all over and everything's wrong.
Poop scoop, everybody. Try it's emulsified.
Everybody wake the thought. It's all over and we'll find out who's done.
Shout out to Who's Right Podcast.
Stop.
The Dorg Man cometh. The Ant Man is a trademark owned by Disney. This is Tim the Tom Man coming at you live and pre-recorded with Who's Right Tonight, a subsidiary of the Who's Right podcast. Before we begin, make sure you go to www.patreon.com/whosright. There, you can find links to the boys' Patreon, merch, and so much more. On the bonus episode last week, Anthony finds himself in Doug's neck of the woods. Why his wife decided to drive all the way to Alaska is beyond me. And while they might be 15 minutes from one another, they can't be bothered to meet up. What do you think this is, the official podcast? A night in Reno sounds like a rattlesnake up a gay man's asshole, and Doug's coworker talks so loud, he told the whole story she told on the podcast. Guess the race. On Wednesday's feature-length episode, Grasshopper Writes End, where Tone's threshold begins. Doug learns that he's been hand feasting his whole life, not hand fasting. Zack Attack takes a trip to the Baloney Club, and Doug buries his great-grandfather in the pet cemetery just so he can beat his dusty old ass back to the grave. And then Super Chats. The show wrapped up afterwards, and I think we're on a normal schedule this week. Anthony, make sure when you get back from vacation to change your air filter.
What's up?
What's going on?
Welcome back, Cotter.
Thanks. How you doing today? Everything good?
I mean, we just recorded a Dear Flabby, and then we talked for 10 minutes. You know how I'm fucking doing.
Oh, right. Forgot. I'm breaking the fourth wall or whatever. People aren't supposed to know, even though we were just live.
Ask me again.
No, I'm going to start changing my clothes in between shows so people think it's a different show.
Okay. I'll wait.
Nope, not going to happen.
You don't even change your clothes between Tuesday and Wednesday show.
Nope. Or Tuesday and Tuesday.
All right, so let's see. You want to get this party started with the Zack Attack song? We got two of them.
All right, yeah. Let's hear a Zack Attack song. Then I got a question.
You wanna go with the tone? Watch yourself, you might starve pinching pennies like him. Dougie needs a new mic, but Tony CFO says a fuck no. Ho, can't spend on the podcast. Tone's gotta buy a new synthesizer, maybe a new batch of worm fertilizer. New webcam, not for this womanizer. He's so impatient for another big Patreon payment. Gotta buy another copy of that same drawing class before the podcast. He's such a dumbass. C to the H to the EAPSKATE. Tight water, skin flink, y'all. But he won't stop taking vacation. He's a co-host slop, getting niggly with it. Getting niggly with it.
Oh my God.
Getting niggly with it.
Thank you, Zack Attack.
Yes, that was awesome.
Getting niggly with it.
I like that one.
All right, you said you had a question?
Not really a question. Kind of a question, but I came across this just shortly before we came in to record, and I don't know what to do with it necessarily, but I thought it was curious, so I put it on here. Did you know that in France, it's illegal to do a private paternity test? They're not allowed to do DNA paternity tests by a private party. It has to be ruled by a judge.
That's how it should be.
And if you do a private paternity test, you can get up to a year in jail.
Okay, that's excessive, but it should be
Ruled by a judge?
Yeah, I mean, or like the NAACP or something, like some ruling party should have authority over who can do it.
Why? Why the NAACP?
Well, any party or any organization made up of initials, it doesn't have to be the NAACP. I mean, it could be
the NBA.
I don't care.
Cool.
But they should have some authority, like all that bullshit with like all the Jerry Springers of the world.
Yeah.
Just coming on and saying, it's your kid. And now that couple's life is ruined for ratings.
How? Wait. How is that couple's life ruined for ratings?
Because if he wasn't the father, biologically, that's what I'm saying. You don't know that. He's just holding up a card. It didn't even look like a scientific card. It's the same card that the rest of his fucking notes are on.
So your problem isn't with that they're doing paternity tests. Your problem is that it might not be real. That's a totally separate problem.
Which is why you would bring in the authority. The government should be involved. Why are we bringing the police into this? Do you think that there's... Every time I think of French, I think of just stinky and weak. I don't think of any kind of authority at all with French people. You know what I mean? Stinky and weak. That's not what I think of.
Okay.
Like stinky, but only because of cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
And like oui, monsieur.
Oui, monsieur. But like, I don't think of like authority is the last thing that comes to mind. I understand what you're saying, but like you said, the authorities, but I don't think there is an authority in France.
Oh yeah, they got cops in France.
Yeah, with the billy clubs.
No, that's England.
No.
Oh.
England is the one where the guys have to stand real still while the kids yell at them, and if they like move, they get fired or something like that.
Okay, France has the national police.
That sounds tough.
But it's pronounced Police Nationale.
Sounds way less tough. Do you think they got a French version of the CIA?
Ciao. Yes.
Yes, they do. That's pretty funny.
All right. French police carry guns.
Oh.
So
okay.
They all carry a Sig Sauer.
Interesting. But anyways, so if you don't know if the kid is yours, you shouldn't be able to go to a lab and test to see if that kid's yours?
If I fill out the proper paperwork, yeah.
Yeah, the paperwork is here's my name, here's my son's hair, test to see if it's his.
No, I don't think that should be just anybody should be allowed to do that.
Why?
But like, there's a potential for lots of child support out there, man.
Yes, there is. But what if it gets you out of child support? Can you do it to get you out of child support?
Oh, all the time.
every kid should come with a genetic test.
No, you should be able to buy them at Walgreens.
Perfect. I knew I could get you on board. So like I said, I wasn't sure what to do with it. That surprised me because I'd never, out of all the things that you would make illegal, I never thought like, oh, paternity tests, let's make those illegal. It just seems crazy.
Well, but did you look into why or anything?
No, didn't have time. It was like literally right before we walked in here. I screenshotted it.
Hold on. So what the fuck are you doing in your life that you are walking from your living room out to where you record and you come across this article and screenshot it? Like, what do you...
I was sitting in my chair just scrolling through my phone.
Oh, okay. So I'll do your fact checking.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that.
Paternity tests are illegal except when ordered by a court for legal purposes. The primary reason for this is to protect family stability and prevent the potential for family disruption that could arise from the results of a paternity test. Well, that's fucking stupid.
That's fucked up. That's more fucked up.
Yes, I think that anybody should be allowed to do a paternity test whenever.
Yes.
That's
fucking crazy.
Your whore wife goes out and fucks somebody, gets pregnant, and then you have to go get a fucking cop involved.
I need a paternity test, and the judge is like, nah.
Oh, oui. No.
No, oui. Oh my God. Yeah, that's crazy. That just
the French government argues that paternity tests, if conducted privately and without legal oversight, could lead to unnecessary conflict and potential breakdown of families.
Unnecessary conflict, right? My wife's a whore. What the hell?
They believe that the knowledge of a biological father who may not be the legal father could create instability and harm the child. I'm just going to start punching kids.
Wait. So a biological father, but not a legal father? What does that even mean?
French law emphasizes the concept of legal fatherhood, which is determined by legal recognition, not just biological paternity. This means that the person recognized as the father in legal documents is the one who is considered the father, even if biological paternity is uncertain.
Holy fuck. That's horrible. Wow. So though it's fucked up from top to bottom. The more you find out, the more fucked up it is. Crazy.
Yeah. This is we're blowing the lid off of this.
Breaking news. You heard it here first.
And that's our segment for things that will never affect you.
Right. Right. Unless you plan on moving to France. Do you think we have any listeners in France?
Yeah. We.
Stinky bastards.
So I wish we could just keep a running list, because we have the same argument over and over again where I say the United States isn't the best and you say it is the best.
Okay.
I think that just this right here takes France off the list of possibilities, right?
Sure. Isn't there, okay, if that's how you're going to determine this, then there is like one thing that could take every single country ever off the list.
No, then you would, no, you can't take all of them off the list. One of them has to be the best.
Right. So as you take more and more off the list, once you get to every single one being off the list, then you got to start putting things back on the list.
Well, no, then you do a bracket show.
Oh, perfect. I'm in. So I don't think that you can take one thing and have it be why this country comes off from the best list.
You absolutely can, because this is just a symptom of a much bigger problem.
Agreed.
And you can look at something like this and say, oh, okay, so that country's not right for me.
Oh, yeah. If we're going for me, then yes. Every country isn't right for me except for America. I'm not moving anywhere. I hate Illinois, and I'm having doubts about moving out of Illinois.
I can't. All you do off the show is talk about how shitty Rockford is.
Yeah,
it's like, well, you could fucking leave, right?
Yeah, but it's my home. You know how hard it is to leave home? You do it every 6 months, so it's different for you. I've only had like 2 houses since I moved out of my parents' house.
It's so weird.
I'm a pack rat, or not a pack rat. That's not the right word. Like a nester. Is that what they call it? I don't know. I get too comfortable.
No, you just don't like change.
Yes. Or I get too comfortable.
But you're not comfortable. You're not comfortable in your own skin, much less your own house.
Right. So why would a move anywhere from here make me more comfortable in my own skin? It doesn't matter where I live. That skin still lives there. Still same skin.
Right. But it's not you being more comfortable. It's just you don't like change.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's that too. We're saying the same thing. I think.
Okay.
I think we're saying the same thing. So do you like not moving itself? I know you don't like moving, but do you like the change of moving?
Absolutely.
Really? So you don't have any interest in staying in the same place for a extended period of time?
I mean, that's a kind of a odd question. Like, of course I have some interest in it.
Okay.
But I like decorating.
Cool. That's not gay at all.
No, I just mean like picking the colors of the rooms and
not gay at all.
Putting sconces up. I like sconces.
I don't even know what a sconce is. Is that the thing that you put over your sheets?
No.
What's that thing then?
A comforter?
Oh, it has like a different name. It goes over your comforter, but you don't use it as a comforter. It's like a decorative comforter. Like a duvet or something like that?
I don't know. How the fuck am I supposed to know what?
What's a sconce?
I think you hang it on the wall.
So like a picture? What are you hanging on your wall?
Sconces. Tchotchkes.
All sconces all the time.
I think a sconce is something that you hang on the wall.
Okay.
Let me check.
When I hear the word sconce, I think scone. And when I think scone, I think bagel. So in my mind, sconces and bagels are kind of the same.
Why would you put a bagel on the wall?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
A sconce is a small light fixture that's mounted to a wall. What the fuck would I hang light fixtures on the wall? That's stupid.
Why are you hanging sconces? Why do you have so many of them?
But anyway, yeah, I like sconces.
Sconces. I'm a sconce kind of guy. So
each move gets harder and harder than the last.
As far as like, I'm not talking about the actual move itself. I'm talking about like being comfortable in a new place. You know what I mean? Like being comfortable with everything is totally different and new. You've moved across the country and like to complete different parts of the country several times. I've never done that ever since I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? And I can't.
Another thing that we have in common is your mom didn't raise either of us. I don't know why I said that. It was funny, but
it didn't quite fit the conversation. But you know, it's cool.
I mean, it kind of did. Like the reason why you didn't move is because like you have arrested development.
I do.
Like you haven't matured since your mom left. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, you don't have to be sorry.
No, I apologize.
You don't have to.
That your mom left.
I was like 4 years old. I've matured a little bit.
I'm just being mean. I'm trying to get the conversation off of my inability to maintain a home.
But I never said that. I never even hinted at that.
So what happens is I refuse to pay my mortgage or rent. And then it gets to a point where I get an eviction notice. So then I just have to find a job somewhere else across the country. And then I just get another house.
Tell me how that feels.
So to answer your question, it's been a long time since I've walked into a place and it felt like home.
Oh. That's not good.
Well, I'm just telling you, like
that's just sad.
I think the last place, if you remember, I was working in Tulsa and driving to Wichita.
Sure.
So I was only home like 2 days a week.
Yeah. Kind of hard to make that a home.
Yeah.
And then the other one was literally not your home.
What do you mean? The Airbnb?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely didn't count.
Right. Yeah, that sucks. I didn't even really think about it like that, but it would be hard to make any kind of home out of that, you know. That's not really the angle I was going for, but hey, it works.
Well, anyway, I'm sad now, so.
Sorry. My bad.
So, yeah, French people.
Sconces.
Yeah, so I guess we'll play another Zach song.
Just as a palate cleanser, right? It's really tanking the whole thing here.
Everybody at home let out a groan. It's Wednesday again, it's time for Dougie and Tone. They'll keep you silent in the afternoon, so flip off that dial or just leave the room. Cause they're always just bitching about something that doesn't fucking matter. It's double gay like Fatty and Fatser. Dougie and Tone, or should I say Tone and Dougie? And I guess just watch Dougie cause he's all the funny with a scheme or a scam. It's Pickle and the Ham and they try to take your money any way they fucking can. This ain't Jody's pod or that WATP. It's just Dougie and Tone with more obscenities like Subway's Jared and that one guy from Wheatus. Pedo the Queer and Abandoned Fetus. The Who's Right podcast, give them some dough on Patreon.
Is your palate cleansed?
Yeah, my palate is cleansed.
Okay.
Now what?
Any of my other faults you want to point out while we're...
I didn't point him out. You brought him up.
You did.
You brought him up after you called my mom a whore.
Just out of the blue, you're like, so what's it like to not have a home?
But I said it in so many words, you know.
Okay, so, all right, I've got something for you.
All right.
So you talked about paternity tests, and I said, you know, if there's ever a law that makes me think that I don't want to live in that country, it's that one. What do you think about this one?
Okay.
Women in West Virginia who miscarry at home could be charged with crimes related to disposal of a body if they flush or bury the fetal remains. What do you think of that?
So as of right now, is it against the law to flush a human being down the toilet?
Yes.
Is it against the law to bury a dead body?
Yes.
Then I'm okay with it. What's the problem? I don't understand the problem.
So you think somebody that is 9 weeks pregnant and they miscarry in the toilet
Yeah.
without even realizing it,
But
they should be arrested?
no, because that doesn't happen.
The fuck if it doesn't?
You think women 9 months pregnant miscarry?
I said
in the
9
toilet?
weeks.
9 weeks pregnant miscarry and then
Like
don't
you're sitting there
realize it?
plunging 9 months. It's a fucking full grown thing.
They're all full grown things.
No, they are not. Don't be stupid.
Every single one of them. So it's the same argument as far as like if you should spank your kids. It's the same like where
I've never once said that you should spank a 9-week-old fetus.
where is the cutoff from where it's disciplining your child to assault? Where's the cutoff for where it's burying
Let me answer
a
the
dead
first
body
question.
or not?
Okay, so what are you supposed to do? Have a funeral for it? Just
No, like nobody said you have to have a funeral.
put it in a matchbox?
But if it's against the law right
Little
now,
cotton?
you have to shoot a flaming arrow at it, send it out into the ocean.
Is that like a Rocket Gibraltar? Is that what that is?
Viking funeral is what I've always heard it called.
Then what the fuck is Rocket Gibraltar?
I don't know. It might be the same thing. I'm not sure. I've just always heard it called a Viking funeral.
Rocket Gibraltar is a fucking movie.
Oh.
It's with Macaulay Culkin. Oh, hold on. This is why the youngsters are much less afraid of talking about mortality than their parents are. So Levi reveals his last wish is to have an impressive Viking funeral.
Oh, okay. So
That's why there was a connection in my head.
You're right. You made the connection. Good job. So if there's a law on the books right now that says it's illegal to bury a body or dispose of a body, right? And you have a miscarriage and then you dispose of the body.
So what are you supposed to do with it?
I don't, what are you supposed to do if you have a dead body at your house at any time?
Call the sheriff. You know what to do.
Right,
You call
yeah.
the cops.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know
That's retarded.
why.
You can't really think that.
I think that if you have laws in place,
God damn it.
and
You
then
are
you start-
so fucking weird. There's
you
no
have
way you
law-
believe this.
if you have laws in place and then you start making exceptions for, oh, well, you know, this person would feel bad if they have to call the police, so let's not make them call the police, then all of your whole justice system breaks down.
You just slippery slope the shit out of it.
Goddamn right. But I'm right, though.
You're not right.
Why? How? Explain to me how I'm not right.
How do you know that you have a miscarriage at 9 weeks?
I wouldn't know. I don't even know if
But yet you want to arrest a poor lady that has it.
I didn't. That's not what I said. And nobody said, why is she poor now?
She couldn't afford to keep her baby.
You're just trying to garner sympathy for somebody who doesn't deserve any sympathy by calling her poor.
She does deserve sympathy. She just lost her kid and flushed it down the toilet on accident.
Okay, that's fine. And when they... Whoops.
Oopsie.
When you take a shit, do you look in there to see, like every single time?
Yes, and there's always bloody clumps of cells in there, so it wouldn't surprise me.
There's always like a foot, maybe an arm sticking out. I don't ask questions because I don't want to know the answer.
I don't want to be charged.
Right. So you're not accidentally flushing. If a clump comes out of you that's a baby, it's not an accident. Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
It's because you don't understand how fucking babies work.
Agreed.
Well,
I'm not disagreeing with that. Still think you shouldn't be able to flush them down the toilet. I don't have to know how they work to know that you shouldn't flush them down the toilet.
Okay. At what part of not inception or conception or gestation? What part of gestation is it a kid?
In Inception, isn't that where it was? Inception. Where it's like the sperm goes into the egg or whatever.
So from that point on,
no, I think it's when it attaches to the fallopian tube or whatever. Right? Isn't there like some kind of an attachment that happens? Because I think the egg gets fertilized and then it attaches, right?
No.
There's got to be a point where it's like it's viable for life. You know what I mean? Like the two.
Yeah, that's not at 9 weeks.
That's not true.
It is true.
How is that not true? If she didn't have a miscarriage, it was viable for life.
And no, viable for life by definition is that it can sustain outside of the mother's body.
Oh, that's not what I mean then.
Oh.
No.
So do you mean that it
conception? Damn it, I couldn't think of the word. Conception is the word I was looking for.
So when you're saying viable for life, do you mean that it is now growing and
Yes.
forming?
Yes.
Like if you left soup out on the stove for a week?
Yes. Viable for life. I'm going to get that tattooed on my stomach. Right. It goes back to the same stupid argument that everybody always has all the time that nobody has an answer to. There isn't a right answer. When is it a person?
Yes, there is a right answer.
Okay. When is there a person?
At inception.
Conception.
But it's not right.
I fucked you up too.
But it is not a person that matters until like
3 years.
14.
It's not a person that matters. So why should you get away with the crime?
It's not a crime.
Why is it not a crime? In what way is it not a crime to bury a body or flush a body down the toilet?
Because I don't consider it a body.
Right. And whatever state you said, they do.
They're wrong.
Oh, I didn't know that's what we were trying to argue. Oh, shit. So here's where I like, it loses me, right? I understand completely what they're trying to do. I also think that it's the wrong approach.
Then why are you defending it? We could have moved on to another story by now if you would have just said, yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked up. What else you got? What fun is that? So because I can see both sides of this. I honestly don't know, without giving it some serious thought, what I think. Because if the law says you can't flush a body down the toilet and we're allowing this lady to flush her baby down the toilet, I'm telling you that the whole justice system breaks down.
What about the fact that they will also press charges against the husband who help
Did he push the handle?
by not turning her in?
What if he didn't know?
How would you not know that your wife pooped out an olive?
She doesn't tell me everything that happens in there.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Exactly. We have a very strict policy. Is that real?
It is real.
Oh, I'm 100% against that. Like sins of the father or whatever. You can't like blame somebody else for somebody else's crime. Like that's like her body, her choice or whatever. Like that's her crime. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of I'm trying to word this in a way that I paint you into a corner.
Perfect.
So then I can read this next paragraph.
Perfect.
And then go,
Okay, got it. Perfect.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
So I understand that neither one of us are smart enough to determine when a baby becomes or when a fetus becomes a person.
Right.
And I think outside of the show, we both think, well, it has to be at conception because we can't draw a line anywhere else.
Right.
Therefore, and forthwith, we're both against abortion.
Yeah.
But not enough to give a fuck.
Right. Yeah. I'm never going to have one. So, yeah.
So then if the state's law is you can't bury a body, then it makes sense that you can't flush a kid down the toilet.
Yes.
So you're saying you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. The kind of criminal jeopardy you face is going to depend on a lot of factors. The state's attorney, whatever, explained. What was your intent? What did you do? How late were you in your pregnancy? Were you trying to hide something, or were you just so emotionally distraught you couldn't do anything else? If you were relieved and you had been telling people, I'd rather get ran over by a bus than have this baby, that may play into law enforcement's thinking.
No, I don't agree with any of that.
Aha!
If you'd rather get run over by a bus, that's a weird way to fucking frame law. That's fucking weird, man. People talk about the law in such a weird fucking way.
Truman added that women who miscarry at 9 weeks or later could potentially face charges. Isn't there a difference between somebody that's 8 months pregnant and 9 weeks pregnant? This is the same guy who's creating the law or created the law.
Oh my God.
These are going to be decisions that they're going to have to be parsed out. State law does not require a woman to notify authorities when she miscarries, but Truman said that women who miscarry in West Virginia can protect themselves against potential criminal charges by reporting the miscarriage to local law enforcement. Call your doctor, call law enforcement, call 911 and just say, I miscarried and I want you to know.
Miscarried and I want you to know. I'm 100% against this now. The law says that you just miscarried, call 911 and say, I had a miscarriage and I just want you to know.
Free and clear.
That's a terrible thing. I just had a miscarriage and I want you to know. Can you just write it in a letter? It's so much easier. That's so stupid.
Okay, so now I think you're agreeing with me that if the defense against being punished by this law is you just have to call somebody and tell them you did it, then it shouldn't be a law if that's what gets you out of it.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
If you call the cops and say, I just miscarried and flushed it down the toilet, and they're like, all right, well, thanks for calling. I think if you made that call, that's going to make sure that, like, we've got to go check this bitch out. That's fucking weird.
Yes, that's super weird. What lady calls the police station and says that? Calls the non-emergency number. Just figured you guys should know. Wow. I think they should set up a hotline for women that have miscarriages. They have to call this hotline within 24 hours or it's like a mandatory sentence, like the mandatory minimum 5 years or whatever.
I think it should just be an answering machine that you leave your message. And like, so when the answering machine it picks up, it says, I'm sorry that you lost your tax deduction. Leave your name and number. And
yeah,
there's really no reason for us to call you.
Yeah, we don't need to call you back.
All right. So with all of that being said, what is your opinion now on somebody who miscarries? What should they do? And be honest, because I just clicked a link to another article.
Okay.
So what I'm wanting you to do is land on the side that you should just allow the mother to grieve.
Yes.
And because we can't come to a consensus on when a life starts,
yeah,
just rest in peace to the clump of cells.
Yeah.
Amen.
So you want to know what I think?
Yes.
I think we should allow the mother to grieve. And since we can't come to a consensus on when a life starts, we should allow the mother to grieve her clump of cells or whatever you said.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got another. Yes, and?
Yes. Yes, and.
Okay. Well, if you really think that, you pig fuck.
I really, really do.
West Virginia man accused of throwing dead fetus in the yard. A Mercer County man has been charged after officers say he threw a dead fetus into the yard that was later run over by an ATV.
This sounds like a party. This place is awesome. So who's more at fault here? The guy that runs over a fetus with an ATV or the guy that threw it?
The guy that threw it.
Really?
Yeah, it depends.
If you are driving an ATV, it's your responsibility to keep control of that ATV at all times. If there's fetuses in the road, that's your responsibility.
No, you don't know how big it is. If it's like
what part of all from all-terrain vehicle do you not understand?
it includes baby fetuses.
Right.
I don't know. Hold on. You just made my.
I don't know. I really don't know.
That would be so hard to get the fucking fetus out from the treads because they got
that real deep tread. Can you just take that to the car wash? Can that go down the drain? Or is the car wash going to jail now too? The car wash guy's going to jail for putting fetus down the drain. This is fucking wonderful. This is state overreach if I've ever seen it.
He got charged with displacement of a dead body.
Displacement? Isn't displacement where you make bums move out of your house?
Okay, so here's where my problem is.
Okay.
That, and this isn't even me trying to be funny. I can't rationalize it in my head or make it make sense. So let's say 12 weeks.
Okay.
No, I worked it out. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Good. I'm glad I was here for that.
All right. Well, I'll just move on then.
Oh, you're not going to share?
No, I got it figured out. It was dumb.
Okay. Hope that helped or something.
Let's see. I can play an old Zach song if we need something.
Just pick an old one. Oh my God.
I watched this. Okay. So I watched this thing on YouTube. It was maybe it was YouTube or it could have been on some fucking streaming service, but it was about a tornado somewhere, the Joplin tornado.
Okay.
And this guy, like, I didn't make the connection to even talk about it when I watched the documentary.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason, this article popped up, and as soon as I read it, I knew what they were talking about, and I thought, I think Anthony would like to hear about this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so you're familiar with the Joplin tornado, right?
No.
Joplin, Missouri. It's like a massive F5 tornado.
Okay.
Went through the small town.
Okay.
160 people died, injuring more than 1,100 others.
Okay.
At the time, I wish I knew the name. Oh, the Netflix documentary called The Twister, Caught in the Storm. Okay. So anybody that wants to watch this, go to Netflix, The Twister, Caught in the Storm. That's the name of the documentary.
Okay.
At the time, one teen thought that the rapture had started. That's the end times as described by some Christian denominations. Uh-huh. When the storm ended, 17-year-old Cecil Cornish believed he had been left behind and God had abandoned him because he was gay.
Oh, awesome.
Stupid fucking Missourians.
Why are they always named Cecil? Why are fucking retards named Cecil?
Cornish.
Cecil Cornish?
Doesn't that make you think of like the chicken inside the duck inside the turkey or whatever?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it does.
You'd be surprised at how many things make me think of the chicken inside of the duck inside of the turkey.
At least once a week. You got that on your brain?
Here's what I don't understand. Even at 17.
Yeah.
Okay, so you live in Missouri, which means you're familiar with tornadoes.
Yes.
So you understand the concept.
Yeah, you have to.
The tornado sirens go off.
Yeah, that's the second clue.
Okay. There's everybody in the towns running around saying, it's here, it's here.
Yeah.
There had been other tornadoes that day in and around the area.
God, okay. So everything points towards tornado.
At what point do you think, God? Is that...
And at what? Okay, that's fine. But then at what point do you connect that to your sexuality? Why? So do you think that his parents were super religious and they didn't know that he was gay? Like he hadn't came out yet?
So you put stuffing inside of the duck that goes inside of the chicken?
No, so the duck goes in the chicken, which goes in the turkey, right?
Duck goes in the chicken, goes in the turkey.
Because ducks are smaller than chickens.
So do you put stuffing in the duck?
I mean, I would think so. That's how you don't they use stuffing to keep everything kind of moist? Isn't that what stuffing is for?
I thought it was just to soak up the flavor.
I mean, maybe it is.
But
I'm not a chef.
But you don't really put stuffing inside of it, do you?
Yeah. Yes, that's why they call it stuffing.
Well, I mean, they call it that, but you just pour it out of the box, put water in it, and then heat it up, and then eat it.
Yes, but by no definition is that stuffing.
It says stuffing on the box.
It was stuffed. It was never stuffed in anything except for the box, I guess.
But it's called stuffing.
Right, yeah. So your parents never stuffed a turkey?
No, they're not gay. Fucking weirdo. So you're telling me your dad stuffed a turkey?
My dad? No. My dad didn't cook shit. No, my stepmom stuffed a turkey.
That's weird.
Up until just a couple years ago, I think.
That's a big turkey.
She just kept stuffing it. It's weird.
What's weird?
I thought that your parents never stuffed a turkey. I thought that was just common. Everybody did that back in the day.
We never ate turkey.
Oh, you didn't? Oh. So, have you ever had a turkey stuffed in a chicken, stuffed in a duck, or whatever you said?
Like a turducken?
Yeah.
I think so. Or it was just duck. I don't remember.
Either that or I just ate a duck. I don't know.
No, because can't you buy a turducken at the grocery store and it's frozen?
I've never seen it, but that doesn't mean no. I'm not sure. I thought you had to do that all yourself. And then you put the beer can up the ass and smoke it or something?
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah. Or do you fry it after that? You smoke it and then you fry it? Or is that two totally separate things?
I'm just trying to find if you can buy them frozen. I swear I had it frozen.
Seems weird. Seems unholy.
It is unholy. You're not supposed to mix proteins.
Why?
We read that when we did the Bible show.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't it be more unholy if they took all that and then put it inside a pig and then put that inside a cow?
That sounds delicious, man.
Just get as many smaller animals shoved up inside bigger animals as you possibly can.
I think I'd shove a chicken nugget up the butt of the duck.
Just for fun. I think that has to be one of my favorite things that they created. Chicken nugget. Like what? I don't know why that makes me laugh. It's like, I don't know. Call it a nugget. It's just weird.
So are we done then? I mean, if you listen to what we're talking about.
Is Does that mean we're done?
I think I feel like it has to, don't it?
No.
Chicken nuggets are weird, man.
Why is that any dumber or smarter than any other dumb shit we talk about? Just shut the fuck up and laugh. Thank you.
Yeah, chicken nuggets, am I right? What's the deal?
Because of bacon.
Okay. So you are for the government getting involved in women's bathroom breaks.
Yeah, yes. We need to limit them. I think that's where they get together to conspire against men. So we need to limit to one woman per bathroom at a time.
Like you treat black teenagers at a gas station.
Yes. No backpacks and only one at a time. Okay,
So I'm trying to understand where you're at this week because your beliefs change quite a bit.
yes.
As
new information becomes available to me, my beliefs change.
When should the police get involved in a normal citizen's life, or when should the government get involved?
Very, very rarely.
Right. But when? You don't just get to paint with a broad brush and then get out of it.
But I don't know what specifically you're asking me.
Right. I'm doing that intentionally because I have another article in front of me that I want to try to. I want you to paint yourself into a corner, and then I'm going to read the headline of this article and then say, because you said that the government should never get involved, you think this is okay, you sick fuck.
Okay. So when do I think the government should get involved? Never? I mean, doesn't even make any sense.
All right. Well, let me just read this thing that I just came across. Man caught on CCTV raping a Shetland pony in sickening 10-minute attack. And you're okay with this, you sick fuck.
10 minutes?
Who could last 10 minutes?
That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ. It's like a fucking superhero.
No, I mean, in all fairness, I have to imagine that even a Shetland pony has a pretty big gash. Like,
you think so?
You could probably last a long time with a horse pussy. I have to assume.
What makes a pony a Shetland pony?
I think it's small.
Oh, so Shetland is like Spanish for small?
Yeah, that's horse for small. What does
it's horse for small
Shetland mean? Shetland is a constitutory of the Scottish Parliament covering the council area of Shetland. So it makes it a Scottish
horse.
So it's a breed of horse
from Scotland.
A lightweight, loosely twisted yarn.
Right. I heard the word loose in there. If it tracks with what you were saying.
Okay, so it must have come out of Scotland originally. So that's like the same as a British bulldog.
Okay. Got it.
And he was from Canada.
Okay.
Crikey.
Got it. Perfect.
Anyway, yeah, so
anyways,
horse pussy.
This guy fucked a horse for 10 minutes on video. Did he know he was on video?
I don't think he fucked it on video for 10 minutes. I think he walked into the stable and then 10 minutes later he walked out pulling his pants up.
Oh, well, so there's not even any proof that he did anything wrong. Is the Shetland pony going to testify?
He was black.
Guilty.
That's all the proof I need.
What was the pony wearing?
The court heard how a dog lead was found discarded at the scene, which was used to restrain the animal. Concerns were raised among locals after the incident, with one man reporting finding a dog lead on a cow.
At least he's consistent. Do you think there's any animal that some person hasn't fucked?
I have to imagine like a baboon.
You think?
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about your Forget it.
Forget it. Forget I said anything.
Oh, so yes, of course, at some point you have to go down in size enough that somebody hasn't fucked it.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like something bigger than dick sized. Do you think there's anything bigger than dick sized?
Who's dick?
Like bigger than like, let's go 3 inches.
Girth or length?
3 inches square.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
So
3 cubits.
3 cubits. So, I mean, anything that a normal person could fit their dick in.
With or without exploding it?
Without exploding it. No, you know what? With exploding it.
Okay. So, like, that would be like a mouse then?
Yeah.
Or a rat?
Yeah, a rat. I could see somebody fucking a rat. I could see that. They get pretty big and they're handheld. I could see that.
I thought you were going to say handsome.
Yeah, handsome.
So you think somebody somewhere has fucked a rat?
Yes.
That can't be true.
It has to. In my mind, it's literally the same thing fucking a dog as fucking a rat. It's exactly the same thing. And if somebody's fucked a dog, somebody's fucked a rat.
Ever been arrested for? I'm going to do some research.
Okay, good. Got to get to the bottom of this. Got to get to the bottom of this rat.
Well, I think whatever I typed just got me on another list.
Cool.
I'm not seeing anything in my database about rat fucking.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe rats are safe? I mean, rats are known to carry diseases, right? Didn't they?
Yeah, but so are Indians, and that people still fuck them.
No, it's the Indians doing the fucking. Isn't that how the plague started? Somebody fucked a rat?
Is that true?
I don't know. It came from rats, right? I just assume if it came from rats, it means somebody fucked one. And then AIDS came from fucking a monkey or whatever.
Yeah, I think that might have been proven false.
How? How do they prove that false?
That's like saying that the COVID came from the lab or whatever.
Or whatever.
Wasn't that proven that it came from the lab?
Yeah. They fucked a bat or something like that.
Not everything comes from fucking something, Anthony.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I don't think anybody's ever fucked a rat.
God, that is so crazy. I mean, it's crazy that we were able to find an animal that quick. Because I just assumed all of them. Maybe not a turtle, I guess. Because how would you even go about fucking a turtle? But like, I guess you could rub your dick on the bottom of it or something. Yeah, I don't know how turtles fuck each other, so I don't know how you go about fucking a turtle.
So I was going the opposite direction. Like I was thinking that like rhinoceros or giraffe.
But you would have to have a ladder to fuck a giraffe. I mean, their buttholes are so high, or their vaginas, I guess, if you're straight.
I'd mouth fuck a giraffe.
I don't know why I went straight to butthole.
I think we know.
That was weird. I got some examining to do. That was weird.
Okay, now can we move on?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Shetland pony. Check.
And check.
Gay guy thinking he's being brought up in the raptor. Check.
Check and check.
What do you think about the government restricting certain baby names?
Restricting certain baby names?
Yes.
Hitler?
Oh, a whole list of names.
Oh, no, I think that's stupid.
I agree.
Yes. And
I led into the article, and then as I was waiting for your answer, I started speed reading it to see why I picked this.
right.
And I came up with nothing. So then I chose to just say, I agree with whatever it was that you said, hopefully, so we can move on instead of just going down this dead end.
Yes. And
Don't put the emphasis on the and.
yes. And I don't know how to underemphasize something. All I know how to is overemphasize.
No, but you just got to, it's the same emphasis on both words, like yes and.
Yes, and like that.
Perfect.
Is it like that?
It is.
Okay, good.
Sperm races. I think we did that last night.
Yes. And damn it. Now I'm fucking myself up.
Okay, Gloopifier sent an article in.
All right.
How often do you think that the government should get involved in?
Baby names?
No, just in anything, in day-to-day life.
Never.
Ever?
Maybe
Ever?
sometimes. Sometimes.
What times? Name all the times.
3:30.
Oh, fuck, this is a stupid show, man. Why would we keep doing this?
Did I get it right?
Fucking, so fucking dumb. I'm a professional, damn it.
Right, I can tell. You got into business with me. I don't know why you would think anything professional about that.
Okay, do you think the government should get involved in, should they make things illegal that are traditionally legal and nobody else is getting hurt?
Like if I roll up to a stop sign and don't completely stop, nobody's getting
No, I said traditionally legal. That's not traditionally legal.
trying to think of like. No, I don't think so.
At all.
I don't think so.
Ever.
Not anything that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay, so if I was to start reading this article,
Yeah.
regardless of what it is, you're going to say I agree with it because I think the government should stay out of things.
I'm getting the feeling no.
No, you got to commit.
Okay, I commit.
A new Texas bill known as the Furries Act would ban non-human behaviors in public schools, including the use of litter boxes and wearing animal accessories.
As non-human behaviors. Wait, animal accessories. So if I put a coat on my dog, then I can't put a coat on my kid? Is that what you're telling me in Texas?
Yes.
Well, that's stupid. Yeah, I think they should be able to ban litter boxes in schools.
What about kids wearing collars, flea collars? You want your kid to have fleas?
Kinda, because that's funny. Do they even make kid-sized flea collars?
You just need two of them together.
So it seems to me as if they're just writing laws just to write, do they get paid by the word? I don't. What are they even writing these laws for?
Okay, I'll make it. So stupid. Where are we at as a society where we have to elect people to write a bill that bans the use of a litter box to relieve yourself? It's in the bill.
Really? In school or just in general? I guess
You shouldn't have to write it for anywhere.
right. No, I understand. But the bill is just for schools?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it should be everywhere. Okay. I think I believe this, and I think I'm not trying to be funny.
Okay.
If you shit in a litter box,
Yeah.
and it's not out of necessity,
Right.
you should be locked up. Like you should be institutionalized.
Right. I mean, yes, of course. I don't think that's controversial, is it? I think you're a crazy person if you shit in a litter box.
Now, I'm not saying that if you dress up as a raccoon and fuck your boyfriend,
No, it's different.
do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
You should still be evaluated, but not necessarily locked up.
Professional help for sure. So is it kind of, to me, it's kind of along the same lines as...
There's more.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to read these, everything that is banned, and I want to know if you agree with it.
Okay.
Using a litter box to relieve yourself.
Yes.
Wearing non-human accessories like tails, leashes, collars, anything like that.
No.
Animal-like ears.
No.
Tails.
No. No, specifically. No.
Leashes.
No.
Collars.
No.
Fur.
No.
Animal-like ears. Like they're really...
Jesus, no.
Making animal noises such as barking, meowing, or hissing.
Isn't that a free speech issue? No, of course not.
Licking yourself for grooming.
Is she hot? No, of course not.
All right. So you're pro-furry. Got it.
Yes. Just not shitting in a litter box or whatever. So isn't it along the same lines as like when you went to that Pride Fest last year or whatever and you watched that guy piss in that other guy's face?
What about it?
Isn't this the same thing? Like, I can't piss in a box of sand, but I can piss in another guy's face in public?
In school.
In school. So can you piss in somebody's face in school?
I don't think so.
Oh. Even if they want it? Even if they're in a kiddie pool?
What do they wear? So here's where I have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with like the shit. I don't understand the whole furry thing, but whatever. Go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
You said something. I heard something.
No, not for me. You didn't.
What about mascots?
Is that? I mean, what about them? I think that mascots are fine. You're playing dress up. You're allowed to play dress up.
If you're in a school that just banned all this shit, dressing up like animals and wearing fur and
Yeah.
and then your fucking school mascot is the tiger, what's the fucking difference?
No, it's for sports.
What's the difference? You can't.
I just told you the difference. It's for sports. If you wear your furry tail and you say it's for sports, that's like your loophole or whatever. Say, no, it's for sports. Water sports.
All right, whatever.
I'm on the water sports team.
Thanks for that, dud gloopifier. Go fuck yourself. Check see if we got some super chats.
Yeah.
Look back here. Any back here? None back there.
That was a good one.
And hello, my name is Mr. Rhodes, and I enjoy eating asshole. All right.
Judy Tester 88. At work, but don't forget to take your kids to see Porky's, Aunt. Okay, I won't forget.
Okay. When I point at you,
Yeah.
I want you to explain what somebody gets
Yeah.
when they sign up or when they gift a membership.
Okay.
All right. And I want you to leave a blank. I want you to say, look, and then pause.
Okay.
So in this case, you would say, look, gifted a
Okay.
Who's Right membership. And then go into what the person gets for gifting a membership. Okay.
Okay.
And I want you to take your time and I want you to do this right because I'm going to record it. And then I will have that drop to play in all future ones. So you're never put on the spot again.
But I'm put on the spot now. Okay.
In 3, 2.
Look, gifted a Who's Right membership. If you go over to Who's Right, if you go over, See, I fucked it up already. If you get a membership on YouTube, it gives you access to all of our bonus shows on the community tab. That doesn't sound like that's enough. It needs to be more. So that's all I got. I don't remember.
Yes, and there's more. They get more.
You get access to all the bonus. You get links to. I don't. You put me.
Okay, so when we get done recording this episode, it's going to end up going behind the paywall.
Yeah.
And then our editor cuts it up into a smaller, safe for work show because I'm a fucking pussy now. But if you want access to the full uncensored show, you will get access to that too.
See, you put me on the spot and I forgot.
And scene. All right, got it.
That goes every time.
Hold on. I got to save that. I don't know how to save on here. Save. Rename. Okay. Can you fucking fill in the blanks while I'm doing this?
I didn't know it was going to take you so long. Actually, Drake got his membership gifted to him, and then he paid it forward and gifted it to someone else. So thank you, Drake.
Damn it.
What? Can't save it? Too long?
Done. All right.
All right.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
So, no, you never have to be worried about being put on the spot again.
Perfect. At least it was good.
You nailed it. One take, Anthony. That's what they call you.
That's right. One take.
You know that I am passionate about three things, right?
Yeah. Yes. You're going to have to remind me what those three things are, but yes.
Meat sales.
Uh-huh.
My record that I hold for Guinness Book of World Records.
Uh-huh.
And I love fucking kids. All right. Awesome.
Angus. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow to you, Angus. Thank you for gifting the membership.
Yes.
Oh, Magic Mike don't like black people. Bong.
Did he say Magic Mike?
Yes. Maybe proofread next time. Come on. It's Magic Mind. Come on. Go to Magic Mind website and buy Magic Mind stuff. Bong. Oh, Mr. Cornbread. Hashtag Andy.
Hashtag Andy to you too, Mr. Cornbread. Thank you for the $2.
Thank you. Their doctors are recommending them for suicide. like they're having the doctors make recommendations for them to kill themselves. That was amazing. Drake, when Tone moves by Dorg is going to move.
True.
That's what I'm worried about.
That would be fucking hysterical.
No, it wouldn't. We sexualize kids. We sexualize girls from the youngest age possible. As soon as they start to grow titties, we sexualize kids.
Don't put me in that fucking camp. I do not.
You participate in society, so it's your fault. Soft. I still like this show. Well done. Hashtag payphone.
Hashtag payphone to you too, Soft.
Thank you.
And we still like doing this show.
Absolutely.
Don't know why. It's fucking retarded.
That's what makes it fun. Doug, stop being niggardly.
Okay.
Give me Machine 8. Which root beer is the best?
A&W.
Didn't what's her name? Do like a root beer showdown or something like that?
Who?
Mariah. I think on her YouTube channel at one point she did like a root beer showdown.
How in the fuck is it you can't remember what we talked about on Dear Flabby an hour ago, but you remember somebody doing a root beer showdown had to have been years ago.
Oh, I'm sure it was years ago. I don't remember who won. I don't even remember if I watched it.
Anyway, you don't need to do a root beer showdown. A&W from the tap is the best, other than homemade root beer from the tap. It's got to be from the tap.
Okay. You're the expert.
I mean, no, I've had two kinds of root beer, one from the tap, one not. I don't know if that qualifies me as being an expert.
Expert. You got a master's degree in root beer.
All right. That's funny.
Zach Attack 34. Tony, what's a song you want me to parody? I live to please you, or just tell me to F off. Love you, boys. Pipskip. I would never tell you to F off. I don't know. Let me think about it and get back to you, because I want to put some thought into this one. It's going to be one good one. I just can't think of any rap.
Did you just panic?
Yeah, a little bit.
Somebody asked me a question.
So remember when somebody asked on the Dear Flabby if there was like 100,000 people watching?
You crack at 40.
I cracked at 40 people. I'm out. Don't put me on the spot like that.
What's the N word that we both know that has to do with being fiscally responsible with your budget?
Niggardly.
You brave motherfucker.
I'm allowed to say that.
Use it in a sentence, please.
Doug, stop being niggardly. So stupid.
All right, I've got the mentality of a fucking 8-year-old if I'm laughing like that.
Yeah, that made me feel gross listening to that. Really? I want to find out what episode that came from and delete it. No. Oh my God, you said niggardly. Oh, no, you're so brave.
You called me brave. That's awesome. I'm stunning and brave. Gaming Machine 8. I'd buy a tone-made hammer.
So, right, that's your fucking side hustle, man.
Just selling hammers? Slanging hammers?
No, seriously. Go buy yourself a little fucking little bitty lathe.
Yeah.
And make hammers.
Make little bitty hammers? I could make a living making hammers.
Is that you?
It's not me, but
that sounds like you in the background.
Maybe it is.
All right. You want to know something funny?
Yeah.
Do you remember last week when I played the Who's Right Tonight, and it was the parody song of The Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
And we said that was the best that Tom had ever done, but it must have been AI created because he couldn't write like that.
Yeah.
So I sent Tom a message like, hey, man, that was pretty funny. He had nothing to do with it. That was all Zach. Zach wrote it and performed it and then sent it to Tom to send to us.
So Zach is selfless. He's just doing it for the love of the game.
That's all fine and dandy. But what's funny is that telling Tom, hey, man, that's the funniest shit. Good job, man. That was funnier than anything you've ever sent over before.
And it wasn't even him.
Good job, Tom.
Feel pretty good about himself. Tone, Duff Black. Tone, can I have a hammer? Sure. I'll make you a hammer. I'll make you a hammer, Duff Black.
I decided to start a Who's Right daycare.
You should.
Okay. And people come from all around to drop their kids off to sit on Uncle Doug's lap.
No other reason than that.
And you drop your kids off, and I'm very open about it. At 9 o'clock, there's snacks.
Yep.
At 11 o'clock, there's nap time.
Yep.
And then at 1 o'clock, I'm going to talk about the joys of anal sex. I know why that daycare never got off the ground.
Weird. Mr. Cornbread. Hashtag Randy. Hashtag Macy. Hashtag Kmart. What the hell does that mean?
All of it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Cornbread.
Thank you, Mr. Cornbread. Hashtag Macy to you too.
Right.
Melon muncher, chicken cruncher, baby mama puncher.
Ufta. Hello, Gaming Machine 8.
Hello, Gaming Machine 8 to you too, Ufta.
Thank you, Ufta. Yeah, I love him. I love imagining Doug on his knees scrubbing some dude's feces. Stand by that. Mr. Cornbread. Hashtag tugging on it. Hashtag attack Zach.
No, it's Zach attack. Don't attack Zach.
Don't attack Zach. Gaming Machine 8. Hi, Ufta.
Hi, up to you too, Gaming Machine 8.
Kevin Curley.
Thank you, Gaming Machine 8.
All right. That was lucky.
Gaming Machine 8. Zach attack. That was lucky. Zach attack to you too, Gaming Machine 8. So awesome. Oh, I love it. Gut drops. Turducken. Turducken to you too.
Happy Turducken Day, everybody.
Happy Turducken Day.
Decided to bring a watermelon wrap and think
while
we're
it's
told
radically
from African American fire.
some people.
90%. When you get your first detail at a firehouse, you pretty much know you're going to
Fire
something.
Commissioner John Fenton
call.
discharged.
Box 2 is
And a
racially
statement that said
insensitive. Bring a
there's zero
watermelon
tolerance
to a firehouse.
discrimination
Just
for
tell
behavior
people
inside the
because
fire
he said Box
department
2
on Saturday. It's quality content.
Go ahead.
What the fuck? Marnus. Big cousin was stuffed with cancer. Oh no. That's not good.
Rest in peace to your big cousin.
I don't think it was the cousin that was the big I think it was the cancer that was the big
Big in the sky.
Gaming Machine 8. Do you love your stepmom more, Tone? More than what?
Chicken nuggets. Do you love your stepmom?
No.
Then the answer is no, regardless of what you're comparing it against.
I don't know that anybody's ever asked me that before. I've never really put any thought into that question. Wow. Let me get back to you.
No, I think your immediate gut instinct response is everything that needs to be said.
No, I was trying to be funny.
Okay, when you go over there,
never had anybody ask me that before. Weird.
When you go over there and visit,
Yeah.
okay, do you ever visit them and not argue with your dad?
Not very often, no, but occasionally.
Okay, when that happens and you leave on good terms,
Yeah.
do you say like, "All right, bye, love you," or do you just say bye?
No, everybody wants a hug. They always want hugs. My dad and my mom, stepmom. But no, I never say I love you.
See, that's what's wrong with you, man.
Why?
Start telling people you love them.
No, super gay.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
It's not.
Men loving men is gay. You know, I don't know.
Men loving men who are the people that raise them is not gay. It's almost expected.
It's a little bit gay. But you don't have to tell them.
How else would they know?
Oh, they know. they would just know. It's like an unspoken thing. You know what I mean?
So you don't tell your parents that you love them when you talk to them?
No.
God, that is seriously weird.
Really?
Yes.
What? No, it can't be weird.
Okay, what about you're never really away from your wife other than work, right?
Basically.
Do you ever call her from work for any reason?
No, not call. We text sometimes, I guess. Yeah.
What I'm trying to get to is when you get off the phone with your wife, do you say, "All right, I love you," or anything like that? Or do you just hang up like they do in the movies?
Just mid-sentence. No, of course. When we're basically every time we talk on the phone, we say "love you" when we hang up.
Why?
Because I love my wife.
So then why don't you say it to your dad?
It's different.
Because I don't fuck my dad.
It's different. It's different.
Good question, Gaming Machine 8, and I think we got to the answer.
Nah, I'll get back to you. I hate transgender people.
Right.
I was taken out of context. Gaming Machine 8, bacon wrapped meatloaf. Now that's a better question. God, thank you.
It's not even a question.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a better statement.
True.
Welcome to the jungle, baby. You're gonna die.
Jesus, OR. Y'all remember when Doug got his wings repoed? Ha! Yeah, it was one of my favorites.
They weren't repoed.
No, they were. I am okay with objectifying women. Don't tell my wife, though. Stripper wife 69. California sushi rolls are the best. Oh, sorry. California sushi rolls are the best.
That is not true at all. That's not even close to fucking true.
Really?
You don't like sushi at all, right?
I've never had sushi. I don't know.
Why have you never had sushi? How have you lived in America and never had sushi?
Like this, watch. See what I just did?
I didn't have sushi. I'm serious. Like, how have you never tried it?
I've never.
Just like this, watch.
Exactly.
That's so fucking weird.
I've just never had it. I don't know. It seems like expensive, and if I don't like it, that's.
Do you remember me telling you about you being a Jew?
Yeah. What does that have to do with this? Do Jews not like sushi?
No, you just said the reason why I haven't tried sushi is that it seems expensive. Yet you've never been inside of a sushi restaurant.
I've been in a restaurant that serves sushi. It's not really a sushi restaurant. I get other stuff from there.
Like what?
We go to a Japanese restaurant and they have sushi, and I get like the udon noodles or whatever. Hibachi,
of course you do. You are such a fucking homo.
What's wrong?
I don't even know what it is. I don't know what udon noodles is.
Right. I like do they make good hibachi? They make good all that kind of shit.
So why wouldn't you try sushi? Get one of them fucking Bianca bowls or whatever the fuck it's called when you
Bianca
bento
bowl?
box.
I don't even know what that means. I'm just gonna give me a bento box.
Yeah, that's how you
is
would.
that what you say?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's got like the hibachi meat and rice and soup and like a Japanese salad, which tastes like dog shit and with barbecue sauce or something, and then sushi.
Oh. Okay. That sounds like everything that I get minus the sushi anyways.
Right. So try
what I get comes with soup and salad. So
just try it once, then report back.
Can I borrow $10? How much is sushi?
If you get a gay ass California roll, then yeah, you can probably pick one up for like $4.
Oh, then I need $6. I want extra money.
For playing your stupid games.
Not because I'm Jewish or anything.
I don't know if I like unemployed Doug.
This show's fucking retarded.
Laugh forever. Stripper wife 69. Can I get a butt whistle?
Do you have any left?
Nope. If I do, I don't know. I haven't seen them for a long time. And there was a pile of them here for a long time. They must be all sent out.
Where would you have sent them to?
I don't know. Patrons?
Here, thanks for signing up. Here's a butt plug.
I have no idea. I don't have any more.
You know, we should have taken.
My wife came out here and took one.
We had an opportunity to have him start branding them with our logo.
Yeah.
And we just never followed up. By we, I mean me. Never followed up with him.
Yeah.
I think it's probably too late to do that, but we should have done that.
You think he still makes them?
I don't know.
Do you remember who he is?
I'm sure I could check my email, just search for butt plugs and then start going from there.
It might take you a couple days to go through all the results. Those are cool. I like those. I think I feel like rape today. Gaming Machine 8. My wife's farts stink. Well, good thing she doesn't have one of them whistling butt plugs then.
And I had nothing in common with the 16-year-olds that I was banging.
Fuck.
Robert. Dave Enchilada has returned. Hashtag Indians are short.
Indians are short to you too, Robert.
Yeah. I like Dave Enchilada.
Hello there, Anthony. Howdy do. I'm gonna fuck your wife.
Gut drops. Good old Dave Pinata.
Thank you, Gut Drops.
Oh, shit.
Yes, Anthony, I would suck the Mexican dick. Gargle, gargle, gargle.
Gargle, gargle, gargle. Robert. Yep. Looks like Dave El Paso never sent the cease and desist, fellas. I never got no cease and desist. Did you?
Nope. I didn't get a cease or a desist.
Better ask Adam. Yeah, I love him. I love imagining Doug on his knees scrubbing some dude's feces.
Didn't I already play that?
Yes.
Oh, let's try this one.
Yeah, I love him.
Fuck, how many of them are there?
You can tell the world you never was my girl.
Love it. Zack Attack 34. Tone, do you know the band Oscar? Great band. Do not. I've never heard the band Oscar. Have you?
Me?
Yeah.
Were they popular in the 90s? And did they have any one-hit wonders?
I have no idea. I've never heard of them.
All right. We done?
Bye.
That was a question.
Yes. Bye.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. whosrightpodcast.com/Patreon. Who's right? Patreon. .com.
Well, Douglas lost 500 pounds, but he